Anyway, you'd have to walk around Blockbuster Video.
Yes.
And fucking figure out what movie you want to watch, and then go up to the counter, bring it up to the counter.
Dude, you worked at Blockbuster Video.
I did. I sure as fuck did.
How did you have to answer the phone? Did you have to say some kind of like dumb thing?
No, we were like a franchise store.
I don't know what that means.
So there was like two types of store. There was a corporate store.
Okay.
Which was a store that was owned by Blockbuster Video, the corporation.
Oh, I understand. And
then there was a franchise store that was owned by an individual owner that paid for the rights to have the name.
Gotcha. McDonald's does the same thing.
Yeah, so I worked at a franchise store. So they didn't give a shit.
Cool.
So I'd answer the phone and I'd just be like, "Hi, Blockbuster Video." And there were, and if it was a holiday and we were open, then I would answer the phone and say, "Thank you for calling Blockbuster Video. Yes, we're open." And then they're like, "Oh, okay." Like 9 times out of 10.
Really?
Because all they're calling is to know whether or not we're open.
Yeah, what would they really ask you? Do you have movies? Yes.
Well, yeah. Sometimes they're like, "Oh, how long can I rent it for?" Or like, "Do you have this movie?"
Thank you for calling Blockbuster where we have movies. Oh, okay.
Wait. Hold. Say that again?
Yeah.
You. Wait. Hold on. I must have mistaken. You have.
What if listen, I know you say be kind, rewind. I wasn't kind. I did not rewind last time, and I'm just feeling really guilty, and I needed to talk to someone about it.
Well, so we have rewind machines. It's just, like, it's not even a pain in the ass. It's like, we open up the VHS.
Isn't a rewind machine just a VCR, and you hit rewind on it?
Well, if you're like Blockbuster Video, and you have a shitload of videos to rewind, then obviously you don't want to fucking put in a VHS and let it, like... So it's just a little tiny machine that you just plug it in and then stop, and then...
Oh.
And then you just hit a button and it's like... And then you take it out.
Oh.
Yeah, it's a rewind machine. Anyway.
Huh.
Yeah, it's like not a big deal. Be kind, rewind, haha, that's nice. But if we get it and we see that the spool's on the right side instead of the left side, we're like, okay. And then we just take it out and throw it in the rewind machine, and then do something else for a minute, and then come and put it back in, and that's it. Like, it's not a big deal. And I wish I could have unleashed this knowledge onto you when it was relevant 15 years ago.
It's okay. We didn't know each other.
Yeah. And even then, I'd say 15 years ago was a little, still a little late in the game.
You got a moon. But the ocean bottom maze.
For anyone that carried guilt with them for 15 to 20 years, we don't give a shit.
Really?
If you didn't rewind it, it's whatever. Like, who cares? We didn't care. It wasn't a big deal.
I like that it's a we still.
Yeah.
Like you felt like you were such a part of the Blockbuster team that even 2 decades on, you're like, man, it was us against the world.
Well, I had, you know, people that I'd worked with.
Whoa, look at that.
Yeah, it's called Secret Stan.
I would have never found that shit.
Get used to it.
I'm trying to think, because I've had, like, 9-to-5 kind of jobs. Yeah, probably. When I worked at Blockbuster, my life was pretty crazy.
Man.
That was my second job. And yeah, I was very like, I got a job. I'm gonna hang out with my friends and go to movies because I can pay for them now.
Did you walk around giving people recommendations, or?
Oh yeah, I was the best.
Okay, so you were like, yeah.
I loved working there. Like, when I work somewhere, I always give it like 100%.
Mm-hmm.
And so when I worked at Blockbuster, I was like, I'm going to be the best. I'm going to be the best at movies. I'm going to be the best at that. I'm going to watch all the movies. I'm going to know all this shit. And I remember there was this one time, my most triumphant moment was this family came in, and like the dad came up and he's like, "Excuse me, sir." And I was like, "Yeah." And he was like, "I'm looking for this movie," and like his whole family's behind him, and they're like, no, come on, man, you've been to every Blockbuster, you've been to every whatever, and they don't know, man, this movie doesn't exist, whatever. And he's like, "It's this movie where there's like a Coke bottle, and it falls from the sky, and like this tribe finds it and uses it as a tool." I'm like, the guys must be crazy. That's a classic. And he's like, that's it. And I'm like, we have it right over here. And he's like, oh my God. And the family's like, whoa! Oh my, can't believe it's real. And then I like showed them, and it was like the Coke bottle in the back of the box and stuff. And they're like, this is it. And I was like, oh, I'm awesome at my job. I'm the best Blockbuster employee.
That's amazing.
And then that didn't amount to anything.
I was like, my experiences with Blockbuster is I stole some shit from a Blockbuster.
Nice. I did too.
Yeah.
I was a good employee, but you know, I wasn't above taking Twizzlers.
Okay. That's good. That's
I love that shit.
I think Bruce Springsteen lives in Florida
He may do that now.
because when I worked at Blockbuster,
Right.
he had an account there.
Oh, shit.
Yeah,
What movies did he rent?
Philadelphia.
The live concert of Born in the USA, 84.
Yeah,
This is always out.
I don't think it's like such an old account. I don't think it has a record. I think that's what was happening. But I did print a card for myself under his name.
Oh, it's fantastic.
I don't know if that's like if that's like illegal. And
Pretty sure it's not legal.
that's fucked up.
Yeah, but pretty sure Blockbusters don't exist anymore, so you're in the clear.
Pretty sure you're not gonna lose your job or anything.
You know what? I do see them in LA, though. Like, there's still a couple floating around.
Oh, definitely. Yeah.
Because people here like movies more than in other places, I guess.
Have you ever checked the stocks of Blockbuster?
Oh, like,
The stock history?
no.
It's like
A horrifying plummet.
it's like $100, and then at the very end it's like 1 cent.
Oh, it's so sad.
Yeah, they're never coming back, man.
Well, Netflix just... Netflix came in and did to Blockbuster what Blockbuster did to, like, every mom and pop video store.
Oh yeah, definitely.
That's just how business is a waru.
But they had total control or whatever the fuck it was called.
A monopoly?
Where it was like half Netflix, half Blockbuster. Where you would you would ask for a DVD to be sent to you, and then you could return it to the Blockbuster store.
Really?
Yeah. And then you could like pick up a movie there with your membership.
Oh, that's interesting.
And the thing was, I worked for a store that was like a franchise and wasn't like a corporate store.
Right.
So when that program started, everybody was like, "Oh, here's my movie. I'm gonna get another one." And we were like, "We don't do that." And they were like, "What the fuck?
Yeah.
What did you do?"
It's like going to McDonald's and they're like, "1 Big Mac, please," and they're like, "Oh, we don't have those here."
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Why would we?
at the time, I was like, "Fucking idiots," but now I'm like, "Why didn't we?"
Yeah.
That's stupid that they advertise it and then you go to a Blockbuster and they don't have it.
Yeah. No, absolutely. But that's true. When people are yelling at you, even if they're totally right and you're in customer service, your first instinct is to be like, you know what? Nah, you should suck dicks.
Yeah. That's how I felt like every day of my life when I worked retail.
Yeah.
Actually, that's not true. I was a pretty nice guy.
Was working retail your worst job?
I don't know. I think working information at the Kennel Club
Oh, no.
probably my worst job.
That sounds like a bad time.
Oh, man, I don't know. Working at Disney was my worst job.
Oh, yeah.
Because everyone was mean to me.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah, everyone that worked there was mean to me.
Oh.
So,
I'm just gonna go home. Was it
Yeah.
like quitting a job? Where you're just like, you know, I don't want to do this anymore.
Yeah.
And you just fucking stop doing it.
God.
Just call them and you. That's how I quit.
Could you imagine?
A job once.
That's how friends leave.
I did. That's how I quit a job. I just called up that morning, and I was like, I don't want to come in.
Yeah, there's nothing I want to do less than, like, do this job now. So I'm gonna not do it anymore.
Yeah, and then
That's cool, right?
Well, she was like, it was just one of those things. It was like a cartoon. I was like, I don't want to come in, and she was like, okay.
Did you? Oh, okay. I thought you died.
Can you find someone to cover for you? And I was like, no, I mean ever.
Yeah, like, for good.
And she was like, oh. I was like, yeah, it's nothing against you.
Yeah.
I just don't.
I mean, I guess it's everything
again.
against you.
Well, she was a nice boss. It was a shitty job.
Fair enough. What job was it?
It was Blockbuster.
Oh.
Yeah, she was
Dude,
actually
you
really
quit your
nice.
Blockbuster job?
Yeah.
Bro, talk about fucking... You could have been in at the ground floor of something really special.
I know.
Their stock is through the roof right now.
Their stock is non-existent right now.
Are they not a company anymore?
Well, they're not publicly traded. I think they still exist, though.
There's like, I've seen a Blockbuster in LA, but it's just because it's LA and it's fucking movie central here. Like, I can't imagine there's more than 5 in the country anymore.
Well, they have like an online service still, where they were like, Netflix was like, oh, the mail-in service, and then Blockbuster was like, we do that too.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna all in on the mail-in service, and then Netflix was like, we do streaming too, which is wildly more popular now. And Blockbuster's like, fuck. Well, we're really awesome at the mail-in service.
We sell Kindles now and Nooks, just like all the new technology.
Kindles.
We sell the Pi phone. It's like an iPhone but made of pie. It's actually just pie. We sell pie now. We're a dessert store. Look at my sexual torture devices down there. Wow.
Please.
Hey, I think your disc is dirty. Try ending the game and cleaning your disc.
Oh my god, you can't talk to her because her disc is dirty?
Oh my god, dude. Fuck the fucking imp part.
No,
Fuck it.
I didn't see any scratches.
I didn't see
Probably
the
you
disc.
putting a big greasy fingerprint.
No. I worked at Blockbuster once and people would just give back they're like, it doesn't work, and it has like mayonnaise on it. I'm just like, of course it doesn't work. It has
I was gonna say,
mayonnaise
did you
on
get this at a Wendy's? Was that a picture of George Washington?
You know,
Oh
I
no, it was
stopped
that.
asking
It
questions.
was the mayor. It was the mayor.
In the last episode of Game Grumps, I was talking about the Mega Man arcade games. There's two. There's Power Battles and Power Fighters. I used to, in fact, when I worked at Blockbuster.
Oh yeah, this guy's like.
When I worked at Blockbuster, there was a sports bar across the street that actually had it, and I would go there on my break and just like get the high score.
When you worked where?
At Blockbuster,
How long ago was that?
a long time ago. It was like in the process of dying too. It's like when Netflix was just getting wind.
What? I thought you were talking about in your process of dying. Like, you were like, I was in the process of dying from the grind. And then, yeah.
No, and
I-
Blockbuster
yeah.
was.
I remember. Blockbuster used to be like, haha, you have no choice. And then Netflix comes around, they're like, please come back.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Blockbuster was the shit, man. That's how I played every video game as a kid.
I don't think they were the shit. I think they had terrible policies.
Oh, totally. But I mean, it was like, you could either go out and buy a game for $50 or
For
pay
games,
$3 for a game.
it wasn't $3. For me, it was like almost $10.
Wow.
At least towards the end of the cycle there. Maybe when you were a kid, it was $3. Like in the 90s, yeah.
It was like $5. The late fees were outrageous, but.
Yeah.